All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. We're going to run through this trade recap today. We had a break even, and then we ended up having a win. Unfortunately, we didn't catch the entire move up, but still a great trade. I think I got out a bit early, so ended up netting, I think it was just around, I don't even know. I think it was around 2R or something like that. I thought I had a higher RR, but whatever. Anyway, still a pretty good trade. Idea played out and everything like that. First one, we managed it well, but anyway, guys, if you guys need a discount for Alpha Futures, code LukeX will get you the best discount available. Discord is in the pinned comment if you guys want to go check that out. Talked about this one in the Discord, and I have the executions and everything posted in there. So if you guys want to go join, links in the pinned comment. So in the pre-market today, I had a bearish bias. We were reacting off of this bearish gap, and I wanted to see us rotate lower. But then when I got back up to my charts around 925, we had put in this huge candle to the upside. So I was like, okay, maybe we want to seek continuations higher. So market opens up, and we get a retrace into this 15-minute gap. So I'm basically saying if we continue to hold this gap, I want to see price flush higher towards this 1 hour first presented and then potentially higher. But if we can displace through this 15-minute gap, then I want to see shorts down to these lows and then potentially lower. So we kind of just wait. Price just chops around in this after we manipulate into this gap, and then we get this 1 minute kind of displacing close right here. So I take my first entry here. We have an SMT off these lows. NQ puts in a lower low. ES puts in a higher low and doesn't even tap into the 15-minute gap. We get this nice close here. I want to see price flush higher. But what happens is we end up getting a bearish SMT against us. So as you can see, NQ fails to take out that high. And if you look at ES takes out that high. I think this was it right here, right? On this 938 candle. And we get this huge rejection off of it. Yeah, 938. So as soon as we get that huge rejection, I ended up closing break even. I ended up sitting through this candle and then getting out right at the top, luckily, right at my entry. I think I lost like $20 or something like that, but it was like a break even trade. Luckily, because I seen that SMT go against us, and it wasn't necessarily like an SMT, it was like it rejected heavy, and I was like, okay, I want to wait for a re-entry here and play it smart. So from there, we end up getting an internal sweep of this low as we continue to hold this 15-minute gap, and as you can see, NQ puts in a new low. ES fails to do that, so we have that bullish SMT still intact. So from there, again, I'm seeing, okay, if we continue to hold this gap and we show displacement out, I want to be looking for longs. And if we displace through it, then I want to be looking for shorts. And what happens? We get this 1 minute inversion. We don't have anything on the 3 minute or the 2 minute. We get this little 1 minute inversion right here, and we get this close above. Now, normally I would have just entered right here, but I think at this time, ES had taken this high, but I wanted wait a bit more because it started to kind of take off without me. So price came up here. We got a nice retrace, and I got in on this retrace. Now, normally, like I said, I would get in right here, but it just happened pretty quick, and I was kind of just hesitating. And then price retraced. I got a nice fill around 198 or 199. I have to double check. Had my stop just below the 1 minute gap, or I was willing to trail it below this 1 minute candle. But anyway, went break even at I think it was these internal highs or around this 1 minute gap right here, and I was like, okay, I'll just let this one run. And then I scaled out a bit on the way, and then my final TP was going to be the 1 hour gap, but I ended up scaling out just a bit before after we started to reject. So I ended up catching like just about like or just under 2R on this trade. But again, my final TP was going to be the start of this 1 hour gap, so I really didn't miss out on too much. I just wanted to secure my profits, but did not expect us to flood this heavy up like that. I honestly thought we'd maybe hit this 1 hour gap and then show a retrace or something like that, but I'm super happy with this. Anyway, I don't try to catch the entire move, just the part of the move. And again, we get a break even and we get a win. We manage this one really well. And then we come back in and get a win. Again, pretty simple. Price just continuing off a 15-minute gap. We have draws and liquidity higher at this 1 hour first presented gap, and then the Tuesday AM high, Tuesday lunch high, and then above that, obviously, we still have that new week opening gap. From there, again, the first entry is just literally SMT and displacement, but as ES puts in the SMT against us and we reject, I go break even. I get a lucky exit. From here, we get a 1 minute inversion. Again, I would normally just enter right off here, but I honestly just waited for this retrace, kind of hesitated a bit, and then boom, we're entered in the trade. Break even around, I'm pretty sure I went break even at, I think after we inverse that 1 minute gap, something like that. My memory is really bad with these trades sometimes, but anyway, held that, scaled a bit, and then my final TP was going to be the 1 hour gap, but I just scaled out a bit because it was just a couple points extra. I didn't really care. So that's it for me, guys. Again, super simple continuation model, and I'm happy with today. So that's it for me, guys. we'll be back tomorrow at it. We have Thursday, Friday, so still got some days to go this week, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.